You see, with the character and attitude of our leaders, always very good in disobeying the law. I wonder why people still frown when somebody says Nigeria is lawless or there is no rule of law. Whichever anybody says, you have no reason, you have no right to frown at it, because that's exactly what is obtainable in my dear country, Nigeria. Nigeria have two presidents, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the president of the Nigerian Senate. You get the point now. And it is already becoming very obvious that these two presidents doesn't have regard for the rule of law, because they both felt they are above the law, they are bigger than the law. Maybe in Nigeria, the Nigeria president and the president of the Senate could be bigger than the law, I don't know. But in other sane country, in other civilized clan, nobody is bigger than their law. Everybody operates within the law. You get the point now. I'm trying to talk about this issue. Weeks ago, or yes, days back, I read in the news, in the Punch newspaper to be precise, it said Natasha to resume Senate after London trip. This was said by her lawyer. We are aware now that this distinguished Senator Natasha has been suspended by the Senate under the leadership of the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. We all know the story, so no need for me to be boring us with what is already obvious. So they suspended her, trying to force her to beg, and she said she was not going to apologize for what she knows she wasn't wrong. Now, she went to court to challenge the suspension. And obviously, she got victory in the court. The court said the suspension was uncalled for and that the Senate should let her in. Only for the senator to go to the Senate, and they said, no way, that the court cannot dictate for the Senate what to do, that she must serve her suspension. We have to underline that part. The Senate insists that Senator Natasha must complete her suspension before she can come back to the Senate. Now she went back and said, okay, no big deal, I will complete it. Now her suspension expired on the 4th of September while she was away in London, and she made the announcement through her lawyer that upon arrival, she's going to resume her legislative duty. Only for the Nigerian Senate to have responded to her again through her lawyer that they said no resumption yet. They said no resumption yet. There was a letter they sent. When I read the letter, what was their ground? They said the case is already before the court, that Natasha will now have to wait for the outcome of the court to determine when she will resume. And Odalu now want to ask, which court? Which court do you want Natasha to wait for now? Is it the same court that have earlier given her the power, that have earlier asked the Senate to let her to resume, and that the suspension was harsh? Is that the same court? See, Nigerians, see, I'm just confused. You know why I'm confused? Imagine when a system is this bad, a system is this porous, and the citizens, the nation seems helpless. If the lawmakers are breaking the law, then what do? Somebody is going to say Nigerian citizens give Nigeria a bad image before the international community. Are they not saying things like this? Things like this are in the public domain. Of course they are. This is a very bad example of a poor leadership. You cannot be breaking and violating the law because you are the custodian. And tomorrow somebody is going to tell me there is a law in my country. One policeman because you have AK-47, one DSS because you are an attack dog and an agent, is going to come after me to say I violated the law. Whereas the real lawbreakers are in high places, being protected by the law enforcement agency. Which law are they enforcing? Can any other country tolerate things like this? I'm not talking about Africa. I know that most of the African countries have animals leading them because they have dummies as citizens. Nigeria is not exclusive. You understand? In a country like America, in a country like China, would you do things like this? They twist the law, they bend the law, they violate the law. This time, in the case of Natasha, we've seen how the law can be rubbished just because somebody said no to infidelity, just because somebody said no to immorality. You can imagine. And we think we have a country, and tomorrow somebody will say, the Senate said, they made it. Which law and which Senate? The Nigerian Senate is for the senators, the federal government, the National Assembly, that is for themselves. The Nigerian citizen, the ordinary citizen, cannot boast of one thing that they are benefiting or enjoying from the Nigerian Senate. The National Assembly, both the Senate and the House of Rep put together, have no benefit to the ordinary Nigerian. Now, me talking, the poor citizen, the market woman, the farmer cannot tell you anything that the Senate or the House of Rep is doing to their own advantage. And there is obviously none. What are we not saying? Is this how a country should be run? But it will be like this, it has been like this, and it will still be like this because we have animals populated as citizens. I keep saying it. Over 220 million estimated people. You can't find 10 million that are sane. 10. You can't. You will, in Nigeria, if we have 10 million sane people, the country will not be like this. We have... It's all right. 2027 will be here again. These people will just do it their way and continue, and the country will still be dozer. The citizen will sleep and be waiting. This is a government that grabbed power against the wish of the majority of the citizens and have abused this power. And we are doing nothing about it because we felt helpless. It's all right. Well, my people, I just said I should bring you this again. That the drama in the Senate, in the case of Senator Natasha, isn't ending soon because the court they want her to wait for may as well just sit over the case forever. Perhaps that's their new strategy. That's what they tend to do. But in any case, Senator Natasha is just one of the few senators that are truly representing her people. If there's any other one that is truly serving their people, I don't know. But that of Natasha is obvious. And she's the one that has been sent out of the Senate, where the person sending her out was also elected the same way Senator Natasha was elected. It is only in Nigeria I can see that a co-elected senator can send an elected senator home and nothing happened. That none of the other 108 senators defending this woman or taking it up to say this is wrong actually tells so much about the people gathering there as lawmaker. It's really unfortunate. Well, Nigeria is up to us, and let me see what you think at the comment section. Don't forget to help me share this video.
This is the worst government